name's Terry, the Stickman, and I'm going to do a tutorial with you today where we're going to do an iPhone 6 cover, and we're going to put a nice picture in the background, superimpose another picture over that, and also put some type in. Fairly basic, but it'll give you the indication and show you how to use layers. So here we go. Firstly, create a folder on your desktop with the files that I've already sent to you. And there you go. In the folder, call it phone cover folder. Have a folder inside it called final files, where we'll put the final picture files that we'll end up with. Working files, and inside there are the two files that we're going to use for this exercise. Okay, so firstly we're going to go down here now, and we are going to open up Photoshop Elements. And here it is, loading up. And there it is. We don't want the organizer, we want to just go straight into the photo editor. Here it is. You should know all about the tools by now. However, if not, just go online and I'm sure someone will tell you all about it. But anyway, that's for this exercise. We're just going to stick with one part of Photoshop. Go into the expert part of it, and over here is our layers panel, and what we do now is open up the folder, drag in. Firstly, we've got to drag in the template. There it is. And we're going to go over here and go right click on this on the layer and go layer and duplicate the layer. Okay. Then on this layer here, because we can't turn that layer on and off, see, and we want to, we're going to delete that layer now. So layer, delete, and delete it. And what we've done, we've created a copy of that layer, because now we can actually turn it on and off, see? So the other one was locked, the main background layer. Now we can turn it on and off, which is great. So now what we're going to do after that, we need to rotate this 90 degrees because we're going to do a horizontal phone cover. So we go there, up to here, we go image, rotate, 90 degrees to the right, there it is. Now we're going to pick out our two images. Firstly, we're going to pick out the main image, which is Aussie Outback, and we're going to drag that into there as well, and there it is. Okay, now we're going to size it, copy this into the other picture. The first thing you do is go up to select all, and it's put the marching ants around the background, around the edge, see? So we go edit, copy, and now we click on the template layer, and we go there, see, it's that's back to the other picture, so you can go backwards and forwards, and we're going to go edit, and we're going to paste, and there it is. So now we're going to size it to fit, but before we size it to fit, we have to use the move tool. So come across here to the move tool, and it puts these little bars around the outside. So you don't have to do anything now apart from grab the side bar, the corner bar, and just move it, drag it down and to where you think it's the right size, and we're just going to position that right so we've got it covering the phone cover. There it is. Now we're just going to move it up a bit. There we go. You can use your arrows to move it across, and once you feel you've got it in the right spot, hit the green T. There it is. Now we can't see the background where the image should be, so now this is the background layer, the one that we could turn on and off. So what we're going to do now is hold the mouse button, click on the layer, hold the mouse button down and drag it till it gets to the top. There it is. Now it's over the top, but because we've got it up here as 100% capacity, we can't see the picture. So now we're going to just turn the opacity down to about there, probably about there. Now you can sort of get an idea where the image is and how it's going to position on the phone cover. That looks pretty good, I think. So we've done that, right? So now, so that's the layer there. So now we're going to drag in the other layer. So we go back to our folder, the other picture, I beg your pardon. And this one is here, the Australia picture, and we drag that into there like that, and there it is. So once again, select all, and edit, copy, and back to the phone cover 6 template, and we're going to go edit, paste, and there it is. And once again, we're going to size this down. Now you can rotate it as well. You can do anything with this layer now, but what we're going to do is drag it down, I reckon about that size, right? And move it to where we want it, right there. That looks great, doesn't it? Maybe a touch smaller. Okay, and once again, tick it. Now, so we can sort of plan and design it now, we're just going to turn this background layer off so we can actually see the pictures. There we go. Now, we're going to enlarge it a little bit so we can work on it. So we'll get the eyedropper tool. Where is it? There it is. We'll get on there and we come over here. See, that's the magnifying glass. And we go up and just hit it with the mouse and it enlarges it up. Now that doesn't look real nice. I don't like that square finish look. So what we're going to do is put a feather around it. So we'll come over to here to the marquee tool, click on it, come down here and see this feather. I'm just going to put about an 8 feather on it, right? Oh, it's a bit touchy. There we go. Oh, there we go. 10 will do then. So what we'll do is you just bring your cursor, just say there, just a little bit away, and drag it to the right like this. And there it is. And it's put the marching ants around it. Now, we have to invert it because we don't want to cut the middle part away, we want to cut the outside away. So now you go up to here and you go layer, I beg your pardon, inverse, select, see, select, inverse, and now we've inverted it. See how it's picking up this part here, and we're on the right layer, and now we go up to edit and we go cut, and there it is. How good does that look? Beautiful, eh? Look at that. Okay, so now we can go down in size, so we go back to our eyedropper, and if you hold the Option key down on a Mac, I'm not sure what it is on a PC, we can now size it down. And there it is. So now we've got one picture and the other picture over the top. And you can turn it off and on. And we can move it anywhere you like. So just get the move tool and we can move it anywhere we like. Okay? So there it is. So now we're going to go back over here. And now we're going to put some type up here. We're just going to go up to the type, over to the type tool and click anywhere in the picture. And it brings up a layer. See, layer 3? And as soon as you type in now, we're going to type in Outback Australia. There it is, Outback Australia. And we've got it in black, and we can move that anywhere we like. And I think I might just put it all on one line. I don't like that. So if you come back over to the T and double click on the T and it highlights it, right? Now we can go back, put your cursor there, and if you press the back button, it puts it back on one line, and the space button, and there it is. So now we can move it to where we want, and there it is, Outback Australia. And click off it, and that's what we're looking at. So there you go. Now if we turn the background back on, we'll be able to make sure the type's in the right position. Oh no, look at that. See how it's cutting off? So back over to here, double click again, and now we can change the size of it, right? See down here it's 24 point. Let's make it 18 point, right? There it is, 18 point. Now we're going to move it over a touch more. Oh, Control Z. We're going to click on there and we're going to move it over with the arrows and up a touch. And there it is. So we have finished our phone cover. And there, so we've got 4 layers, the type layer, picture 1, picture 2, and the type template layer. So now what we're going to do now, because we might want to redo this again and change the wording or change the picture, so you always want to be able to use a live file like this. So what I do now is go over to File, and we're going to save this as, don't show again, I don't want to see that anymore, and we're going to save this as Outback Australia, enter for intermediate, and we're going to save it to the desktop for the moment and save it, and there it is. So that's our live file now that we can work on at any time. So now what we're going to do is save this as a print file. So we're going to turn off this layer, and now these are the 3 layers that we want. So with that layer off, we can now go up to layer, and we're going to go down the bottom and flatten the layer, discard the hidden layer, which is the background layer, and we go OK. And there it is. So now we have got a finished file all ready to go to the printer. So what we do now is go up to File, and we're going to save this again to the desktop, but this time we're going to save it as a JPEG file, and we're going to call this Outback Australia Final to the desktop. And there it is. And always do it at 12 maximum, always a large file, and OK, and there it is. So we can now minimize Photoshop, and we'll just come back over to here. So there's the final files that we used, and there's the working file. So now what we're going to do is just drag these into the final files, and there we go. And we've got our job finished. Okay. All you've got to do now is print that out.